Welcome back, guys. In this video we are going to refactor our code a bit so that our view component order menu items can be split into two different components. One, a search box which I'm going to introduce so that as a user I can search for menu items which will filter this list to something smaller and which matches what I have typed in. And to do that, we will put this entire list in another component. So let's play it by the ear. I have this order group where this is order menu items. This is the second column which I have. Okay, order column MD7 and this is column MD5. In here, what we will be doing is we are including this particular component, right? So I'll pick this up. Okay, create a new component. Let's say it's menu items.view. Put the entire markup in here, and I will need all these things in our new component. So I'll need items. I'll have this. We will come over here later on, but let me save this. This is a new component, the refactored one. It will import menu items from menu items. Okay, and we'll register a component here. Now this component is also getting certain props. So items is coming to this particular component from order group. So I'll need this in here. And finally, pass the items in here. Save everything and refresh our code a bit. Okay, it's still working, which means our new refactor is definitely working out. Okay, however, if we come over here and click, nothing will happen, right? Now why is that happening? So we need to understand the hierarchy. The order group is responsible for pushing the item from this component into order list, right? So if we see, previously we had order menu items which was sending add menu item. It is triggering this function, and this is where we were handling it, right? But now the problem is that this is not a direct child of order group. If it emits, my parent component will know, but then again it needs to pass it to order group, which is possible. It can be done, but then the thing is my component is not really independent. The code inside the component does depend on the hierarchy of that particular component, which means tomorrow if I move, if you can already see, the moment I have moved this component into a child component, my functionality is gone, because now it doesn't know. I mean, it is still emitting, but the parent component doesn't know how to deal with it, right? So this is where we will use a trick which is known as the event bus. Now many people can say that this is not the best approach, blah blah blah, but I think if you are not working with a huge application where there are a lot of components, then I think this would meet your requirements. Specifically when you are not doing an SPA, but you are doing some kind of hard refreshes in between. Although we have turbo links, but we are doing certain refreshes. So I think this should work in this scale of applications. And so we'll introduce this event bus object. Okay, it's an empty view instance, and in here, instead of this dot emit, what we will do is window dot event bus dot emit, and the rest of the things remains the same. Now inside order group, we initially had add menu item. On add menu item, this function was getting called, right? Now we don't have this, so I mean basically the order group is not getting any event from order menu items, which is this, right? So what we will do is inside our created block, we'll have event bus dot dollar on. Let's copy the exact event name, that's why I had highlighted it. So this, and then we will say that on window dot event, window dot event bus dot on, this event name, fire this event, or rather use this handler. Okay, it's very much similar to this dot emit and this dot on. The only thing is we are using a global event bus instead of the views this object, which helps us dispatch events from any level of hierarchy. Okay, so it's basically parent, then child, and then child. So it's a 1, 2, 3 third level component, and still it is able to communicate with the first level component, right? I hope you got that. So yeah, so our the child component, the third level component, is saying on click of this button, hey event bus, I'm emitting this event. Now this responsibility is over. Order menu item doesn't know about it, and it doesn't need to. However, order group has registered an event listener on this particular tag, and it is saying that we will be calling this function on that particular event when this event is triggered. So if we are in luck, I think now it should work, and we have a working form again with our new refactored code, right? So yeah, I know this is a small piece of thing, but I think the concept from here is how to use the event bus to dispatch events which are kind of not dependent on the hierarchy of the component. There will be definitely situations where you would want one of your component to interact with some component on that particular page which is very far away. They may not have any common parent component, and that is the reason in those scenarios in an event bus really comes handy. So yeah, if you like the videos, do click on the thumbs up icon, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.